In this problem, we're going to combine transformations. And they give us this graph, which is y equals f of negative x plus 4 plus 3. So this is the graph I'm trying to obtain. They give us the original graph, which is y equals f of x. So given the graph y equals f of x, they want us to then graph this transformation for this other function. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to factor this negative 1. So we're going to get y equals f of negative 1 x minus 4 plus 3. And the reason we want to factor that negative 1 is so that we can look at what we've got going on for transformations here. So the first thing I see is this negative 1 that's being multiplied times the x. It's inside the function, and it's being multiplied times the x. That tells us that we have a horizontal reflection. That means that that happens across the y-axis. The 4 tells us that we have a horizontal shift to the right four units. And the 3 tells us that we have a vertical shift 3 units upwards. So what I want to do is I want to reflect this whole thing. And so because I'm going to reflect it, I'm going to pick some points on this graph that I'm going to use to write the new function. I'm going to pick 0, 0. I've got this point there, and then that one looks like it goes through at negative. So let's write these down. That's negative 2. So we're going to write original would be negative 2, 4. We got 0, 0, which is our vertex. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, 1, 2, 3, comma 1, 2, 3. So we got 3, 3 there. The new coordinates then, well, I have to do a reflection across the y-axis, which means I'm going to flop this negative 2 and make it positive 2, because it's got to go across the x-axis. So I'm going to take this negative 2 and I'm going to multiply it by, we're going to say multiply it by negative 1. And then I'm going to add, because I have a horizontal shift, and it's to the right 4 units, and then I'm going to add 4 to it as well. I'm going to write that better for the second coordinate. Now for the y value, all I've got going for the y value is that I have a vertical shift of 3 units upwards. So I'm going to take 4 and I'm going to add 3 to it. In the second one, I'm going to take negative 1, multiply it times the 0 coordinate for the x, and then I need to add 4 to it. And then this is just going to be 0 plus 3. And then for this piece, I'm going to take negative 1, because I'm reflecting, remember, multiply it times the 3, and then add 4 to it. And then this is 3 plus 3. So my coordinate here, that would be a positive 2 plus 4, that's 6, comma 7 is one coordinate I needed to graph. This would be 0 plus 4, so I get 4, comma, this is 3. And then this one here, that'd be negative 3 plus 4, which is 1, and that would be 6. So now I can graph these. So 6, 7. Let's go over and mark 6, 7 would be right here. 4, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 6. So 1, 6. Now this is going to be the straight line, because remember this whole graph is going to be flopped. So the straight line will be right here. And this will be our piece of the quadratic that we got there. And that's how you combine the transformations.